Episode of The Profitable Farmer. And in today's episode, I really just wanted to ask a question, and that is, what is the most important aspect in your farm in terms of profitability? When I talk to farmers all day long, it's very interesting because they can tell you almost to the dollar how much money they spend on inputs, right? I've heard some farmers say, "Look, I spend $700. It's never like 700 or $800. It's like $734 per acre, or $325 per acre, or $115 per acre." It's like very exact, and I always think that's very interesting. Then I ask them, "Well, how much do they make per year in revenue, right? In the last 3 years, right?" And they can't tell me. A lot of them can't tell me. They say, "Well, I make about 250 bushels an acre last year and year before." They can tell you the bushels per acre, which is of course important part of looking at yield and looking at production, but they can't tell me how much revenue they make. And when I ask them, "Well, what do they make when they sell their product?" They say, "Well, that goes up and down, that fluctuates." And of course, with commodities and that kind of stuff, it of course fluctuates. In fact, we had a walnut grower that said, like, "Look, even though we saw an increase in yield and everything from your technology, the market just bottomed out. Literally, I was making $1 per shelled walnuts before, and now I'm making 30 cents, a ton, or a pound or something." And it's just like, wow, can you imagine? Even when we increase yield, it's like you lose your money because of the marketplace. And so today's episode in The Profitable Farmer, I wanted to kind of just discuss how to increase, how to look at and impact profitability, because it's not just a matter of increasing yield, nor is it just a matter of reducing cost. You have to do both, but you also have to look at, how do I maximize profitability? Now, profitability really is not just a matter of chemical inputs or seeds or those types of things. Profitability incorporates things like labor costs and equipment costs and fuel costs and taxes and these different things. And a lot of farmers, when you talk to them, they don't necessarily know a lot of that stuff, or they may hire people that handle all the financial stuff. But those are important key components. A good example is, we're talking to several farmers now about the research and development tax credit, the R&D tax credits. And a lot of the farmers are already taking some of their expenses and deducting it from their taxes, but they don't understand that certain types of innovative research projects they're probably doing qualify them for an extra tax credit, which is the R&D tax credit. Now, if you want more information about that tax credit, please let us know. You can email us there at service@harvestharmonics.com, and we will connect you to one of our experts to really be able to go through that and show you how you can save money on your taxes, because that's a huge part of profitability. If we can reduce your tax burden by $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in your out of your overall revenue, that's money you can just put straight back in your pocket. And these programs exist in order to help farmers increase and improve their efficiency and their sustainability of their farm. So government's actually paying you to improve your farm. And so, of course, you want to take advantage of that. So when you're looking at whether you want to try a pesticide or a chemical or something like that versus something like our crop booster, take a long look at the crop booster, because the crop booster is an innovative technology, and any money you spend in terms of trialing our technology will be able to be deducted from taxes. In fact, we have a data evaluation program where we actually work with farmers to test everything that you can imagine. We do monthly soil tests, we do leaf tests, we do insect evaluations, insect damage evaluations, funguses, soil health. We do all these different measurements with the farms, and as part of our quality control, because we want to show the farmer that we can increase not just their yield, but the quality of the yield, the impact on the soil, and we show them how we're making their whole operation more efficient. Now, the benefit of this on the other side, on the tax burden side, is all of those activities are tax deductible under the R&D tax credit. Why? Because the crop booster is an innovative technology that's designed to make farming more efficient. And when you can do research trials on products that will make your farm more efficient, or utilize less chemicals, or be more environmentally friendly, while also reducing your cost and increasing your yield, then not only do you see those immediate benefits in terms of your yield and your reduction of cost, but you also see that you can deduct all of the expenses in that. So when farmers tell us, "Hey, I don't test my soil every month, that's overkill," We say, okay, good, test it anyway, because we want to track that difference over time, over throughout the season, and all that that cost is deductible in your taxes anyway. So, they say, well, we do leaf tests once a year. Great, do leaf tests once a month. We want to show you the evolution of those leaves and those plants and the health of the plants. And by doing so, you can deduct all that off your taxes anyway. So when you're looking at what kinds of products you want to try for this next year and what kinds of inputs you want to try, really take a long look at the Kyminasi Crop Booster, because our system is dramatically improving farming operations all over the world. If you're here in the United States, it will also qualify for an R&D tax credit, so you can reduce and deduct all those expenses from the trial right off the top from your taxes. And of course, when we show you increases in yield and profitability, then of course you'll be putting even more money in your pocket. So if you'd like to become a more profitable farmer and you'd like to really improve the health of your organization in addition to the health of your plants in the field, then give us a call at 727-324-6750. Email us at service@harvestharmonics.com. Let's have a conversation of how we can set up the crop booster on your farm so that you can become part of the future of farming today, and you can put more money in your pocket this year and many years to come using our Kyminasi Crop Booster. Hope to hear from you very soon. We'll talk again very soon in the next couple of days. Thanks.